Hey, so we just got done working on a car inside, and I got part of the video coming out now, and I'll put the rest of it out tomorrow. So enjoy this part of the video. It's just a little update on, continuation of getting the bars well welded in, those brackets, welding them in, and finishing that up. Darrow's here. We're welding up all this bracketry. Get all this done. Got the rest of the brackets made up for the bottom. One side done. We'll let it cool down. I'll take the bolts out, take the spacer out, and move everything to the other side. And start on this other side for the rear. Moving right along. Get the other side all done. We got a couple of supports that got to go in here too, so we'll see how much we get done tonight. Alright, so we got the tabs all done. We sanded them down, cleaned them up, taped all this off. We're going to hit it with some self-etching primer. And we're going to paint them black, satin black like the rest of it. The rest of the rear was powder coated, but I'm not taking that all apart now to get it powder coated, so we're just going to hit it with semi-black, but that's self-etching primer. You want to definitely put self-etching primer on bare metal. This way it adheres to the metal and the paint. Doesn't come peeling off as soon as you put something to it. So, like that. Alright. Self-etching primer on. I'm going to let that dry and then do the black. Oh yeah, nice. All right. Then he's gonna do that, and then we gotta cut these off. Because now that we put those doublers in it, the wishbone is a little bit too wide. So we got new ones of these coming, and we'll cut these back. I was gonna cut this here, but I don't want to lose the thread, the length of the thread in there, so we have to cut about that much out of it, just a little bit more than that out of it. So I'm just going to cut these off here and put new ends on it, and that'll shorten that up and give me the right width. That would be the width between those two clevises.
The coat on after that dry.
Yeah, let that dry up and then we'll put another coat on it.
Yeah, because I gotta get a little more spots.
All right. So we're doing some maintenance work. A lot of vibrations, man. The car it actually knocked this molding off. It like loosened all the screws and the molding was coming off while we were down in Florida. We put it back on, and then between that and a ride home, and so now what we're doing is we're putting nuts and bolts. So instead of having a screw like that in there, we're gonna nut and bolt it with these little number 8, same looking head on it. We're using the real short ones, and we're putting a nylon locking nut so that they're gonna stay on there and they won't come off. That's how we lost, this thing even lost a rivet there. But my emblems actually got blown off. There's an emblem here that says Cyclone. Actually blew them right off. The zoomies blew them right off. It actually blew these off too, but what I did with those is I put nuts and bolts on them now. So we're doing that. Daryl's on his way over here to finish welding up the rest of the stuff on the rear. And I'm going to do a quick fiberglass fix here. This bolts on to the bottom of the fender, to the bottom of the car. This is the bottom of the fender. This side broke off. So I'm going to clean it up and fix it up a little bit. So what I do is I take fiberglass cloth, I cut it up in tiny pieces, right, like that. And then we'll mix some resin in on it. And then put it on there. I'll show you what we're doing.
Okay.
So we made that mount, remade that, and then we'll grind that and make the hole. And then over here,
Filling
that in.
it's a little sturdier.
Trying to keep it nice and stiff here. Another one on this side. Like that.
Push it over in that corner.
Yeah, it's good like that.
Now push the bottom stuff like. There you go. Might have been a little too much.
That's good. That's good. And that's that. Alright. There. And there. This one, you can take this piece
Put that in there. This made up here.